Named Gary Morris, who says his profession is landscaping. But a lot of his clients will tell you that his real profession is fraud. And if you look at Morris's court records, you will find they're not alone. For the last quarter century, he has been repeatedly arrested. And now, more than a dozen people who have lost a lot of money say he's at it again. Katie Kim's on special assignment tonight on the trail of a man you need to be wary of.
We're putting in one of those really big wooden swing sets with the climbing wall.
She is a new mom to 3 foster kids.
I don't know that many people out here yet.
He is a businessman recently relocated to the metro from Phoenix. They are 2 of more than a dozen unsuspecting customers who say they were taken for thousands of dollars by a man they invited into their homes.
Gary Morris, he comes into your home, shakes your hand, acts friendly, talks about his family.
Jeff Strain says 63-year-old Gary Morris was smooth. Strain was looking to landscape his backyard and contacted reputable Albuquerque business Milligan Scapes. Morris was a subcontractor for the company and responded to Strain's request.
He came out here and he seemed to really know what he was doing. Came up with his own design and just did an excellent job, a beautiful layout.
Strain says Morris quoted him $16,000 for the job.
And that's Gary Morris's signature.
With half due at signing.
Presented himself as a co-owner, which was believable enough at the time, and said, just make the check out to me.
So last December, Strain cut a check for $8,000 to Gary Morris. But after nearly 4 months, countless excuses, and no start date in sight, Strain got a sense something wasn't right. In March, he called Milligan Scapes and talked to owner Gary Milligan directly.
And that's when I found out, hey, he never told me about this contract. He never gave me the check, the down payment. This is the first time hearing about it.
It's the same story for Melanie Hubka, too.
Walked through everything, drew up a little plan for me about what it would look like. Talked to me about what plants I wanted, and he told me what would be better for the kids.
Hubka says she made a check out to Morris for $1,500.
Totally legit. I didn't have an idea in my mind at all that he was not legit.
Detectives say Morris has had a lot of practice perfecting his con. We did some digging and found Morris has been busted several times in the last 25 years for using a landscaping business scheme to steal from customers.
According to old news reports, in 2005, the state put Morris on a top 10 list of unlicensed contractors. His victim stories are just like Strain's and Hubka's. Court records show Morris has been in and out of jail for fraud over the last decade. In fact, he just finished his probation in February, stemming from a case in 2010. Bernalillo County Sheriff's Detective Russell Tellez is investigating Morris's new cases.
This one makes it a little harder because he actually is coming from a business that's a legit business. Unfortunately, they had a bad employee, but let's put it lightly.
Morris has not been charged in these latest cases, but Detective Tellez says fraud and embezzlement charges are coming. So far, 13 victims have come forward.
I'm expecting there to be a lot more than who I've talked to so far.
Detectives say Morris isn't only taking advantage of customers, but of business owners too. Gary Milligan did not want to do an on-camera interview, but Milligan confirmed Morris was working for him for about a year before he fired the subcontractor last month. Milligan said Morris may have embezzled tens of thousands of dollars from him.
Milligan also said he did not run a background check on Morris, a mistake he's regretting now. The business owner says he's trying to complete projects for most of the contracts Morris signed without asking customers for extra money. So what does Gary Morris have to say for all of this?
This is Katie Kim calling from Channel 13. Hi, I'm looking for Gary Morris. I've been trying to get in touch with you the last couple of days.
He can dodge our calls for now, but Morris won't be able to dodge authorities for long. Meanwhile, for his victims,
Who do I trust? How do I know that I can trust anybody?
on special assignment.
Very harsh lesson learned.
Katie Kim, KRQE News 13.
Detectives say Morris may still have Milligan Scapes contract forms, so be on the lookout if this guy approaches you. And for more information about how to avoid being scammed by a crooked contractor and much more about this story, just go to our website, krqe.com, and click on News Links.